This story right here is a great story that reminds people of the bubbles that we live in. So Mediaite says, new poll, whopping 68% of Fox News viewers blame January 6th on left-wing protesters trying to make Trump look bad. 68%. Okay, this reminds me of, do you guys remember, this might be before a lot of your guys' time, but it was like maybe 10 years ago, or maybe 7, I don't know, something like that. There was a poll that came out which showed that Fox News viewers were the most perpetually misinformed of all the cable news outlets. And this is one of those examples of like, this is severely misinformed or just flat out lied to. 68%? What do you guys think? It was Antifa who was out there? I mean, what are we talking about here? So they say a whopping 68% of Fox News viewers blame the January 6th attack on left-wing protesters trying to make Trump look bad. The most of any viewership group by almost double. Respondents to a new Yahoo News/YouGov poll were asked, how much are each of the following to blame for the January 6th attack on the Capitol? Now, by the way, people on the far right will go back and forth. They'll say January 6th was based because it was people standing up for democracy. And then in the next breath, they'll be like, January 6th was terrible and it was Antifa who carried it out, not Trump people. Which is it? You have to pick one. You can't use both of those arguments. Among all respondents, the least popular response was left-wing protesters trying to make Trump look bad, with 43% saying they were to blame either a great deal or some for the January 6th attack on the Capitol. That's way too high. But in extended crosstabs for that poll, 68% of Fox News viewers said that left-wing protesters trying to make Trump look bad were to blame either a great deal or some for the January 6th attack on the Capitol. That's more than double the 32% of CNN viewers and 25% of MSNBC viewers who say left-wing protesters were to blame either a great deal or some for the January 6th attack on the Capitol. 37% of respondents who don't watch any of the networks said the same. These numbers are way too high, by the way. They're ridiculously high. Fox viewers were also likely to say that then-President Donald Trump is most to blame for the January 6th attack on the Capitol. I'm sorry, did I say this? They were least likely to say that Trump is to blame, while MSNBC viewers were most likely to say so. Trump was also the top pick for most blame among all respondents, of course. Yahoo's Andrew Romano writes that differences in cable news viewership color perceptions of the hearings drastically. Of course that's true. Everybody knows that. But it's just the extent to which they've been brainwashed, which is astonishing to me. Because you would think, if you maintain any semblance of normiedom, you would take the common sense position of like, I mean, look, it is what it is. These were people who were on the right, and they were storming the Capitol, and they were rioting, and Trump said some words beforehand that indicated, like, hey, we should really do something about this, and then it happened. So even if you're somebody who defends Trump or likes his policies or whatever, you got to look at that and be like, yeah, they're kind of to blame for it, but 68% blame left-wing protesters, which is just partisan brainworms. That's all it is. So in many respects, the Fox viewers are TFG, and I don't think there's any way around that. Now, this is an instance where MSNBC and CNN viewers happen to be more right by default. But that doesn't mean they don't have their own blind spots. I'm sure if you did a poll on Russiagate, they would believe some psychotic shit as well, like Trump was a Russian agent since 1987 and he got pissed on by hookers or whatever. But this is an instance where, because of their own bias, they were able to tell the truth more and, put the blame where it really belongs. So either way, what a crazy number, man. And we really live in the ultimate postmodern reality where there is no reality and you could just sort of make it up, and relentless propaganda shapes people's opinions and whatnot. And I think that's not a good thing. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.